Well, it's really late, and I just got back home, and I wanted to knock this video out before I hit the sack because it was fresh on my mind. And I just wanted to reach out to Doug from Adventures with Purpose and just let him know that he's being drugged through some wild accusations. One could call slander. And you may or may not know, Doug, that Ryan Upchurch is being sued by the Rodney family for the slander of her character and likeness and making a mockery of her memory and legacy while accusing her parents of being involved in some kind. First, it was a GoFundMe. You know, Ryan's first theory was it was a GoFundMe scam. And he accused the Rodney family of that. And then that later morphed into trafficking of little ones. And he accused them of being involved in that. He will not accept the fact that there was an auto accident. And people like yourself and many others, you know, find missing people all the time that the police couldn't find. He can't wrap his mind around that. But in his delusion, Ryan is claiming that you are somehow involved in this international trafficking conspiracy of little ones, along with the other people that were, you know, around this case, whether they were on a podcast somewhere talking about it, or they're on the scene helping out, or a parent or a relative or a classmate. According to Ryan, you're all criminals up to no good. So let me play you a short clip here. I want to take me just a second to cue it up. And I just think, you know, the only reason I'm putting this out there, Doug, is I think you need to know what the hell this guy's saying about you. Because it's some wild stuff. And I mean, I think it's more than Crack Squad can defend at this point. So that being said, let's cue this toy up and let me play you something.
You missed it, I missed it, everybody missed it. Don't know how we did. Look at this shit. Listen where Doug from AWP said Kylie Rodney went missing from.
16-year-old Kylie Rodney was last seen at a 300-person end of summer high school party in the Tahoe National Forest that stretched from Friday night into the early morning hours of Saturday.
Tahoe National Forest. All right. Well, why is Tahoe National Forest very far away from Prosser Creek Reservoir? So after she's found.
And in that clip, Doug, he goes on to insinuate that, you know, there was some premeditation with you using the word Tahoe National Forest because he was too stupid to know that Prosser family recreation area is in Tahoe National Forest. And I thought that was bad enough. But you know, just to suggest that, you know, there was something behind that, you merely having a pin where Tahoe National Forest is and stating the very true fact that she went missing in the Tahoe National Forest from a campground that just happened to be Prosser. Wait till you hear the rest of this crap he says about you. And it's a stretch. Even I don't think Uncle Will, Wade Deaver, and Rusty Truck could all get together and have a circle jerk and to defend what you're about to hear and see. They could have a slander me party, and they still wouldn't be able to make excuses for this. or deflect from it or anything. I mean, this is some whacked stuff you're about to hear.
Prosser Creek Reservoir. So after she's found, then what happens? Jared Lasik all over the internet. Everybody's like, oh, he's a weirdo. He did some weird sexual shit. And I'm like, what? I see it on the internet. I haven't looked into it, but I see it. And at first I was like, hell, who knows? It could be just somebody doesn't like him.
Now this is where he's suggesting that because Jared was accused of, while he was underage himself 30 years ago, he played doctor a little too aggressively with one of his cousins. That's what he's accused of. 30 some years ago, when he was 16, he fooled around with a cousin that was 13. And, you know, apparently the accusation was that all the kids were abused by someone else older in the home. But, and he can't wrap his mind around that, why that in and of itself would be a reason for the AWP team to resign, right? Because they don't want to be attached to this tainted name, even though it was 30 years ago and he was also a minor. But Ryan's trying to attach that to this trafficking theory he has, because he still hasn't accepted that Kylie was found. He thinks that was a fake body in the car and that she actually got trafficked by you, her parents, and Doug, and Zanime, and Ickadmel, and helicopters that were flying over his house, and UFOs, and all that.
Until I seen all of AWP get online and quit AWP. So,
Duh.
right before everybody in AWP got on the internet and was like, hey, we quit AWP, somebody came to my house. I'm not going to say who. And
This is where it's about you, Doug.
he was like, it's somebody very close to the whole finding of this car and whatnot. They come to me and they were like, I'm scared. I was like, why? And he was like, this involves like higher up people. I was like, who? He gave me a few names and I was like, even I was kind of like, this
No way.
crazy.
Not you.
About a week after, everybody quit AWP.
Now, he is suggesting that you quit AWP because some higher ups are involved in some kind of something to do with Kylie's demise. So he's claiming you, Doug, came to his house, told him you were afraid because people higher up in the government were involved in this child's demise. And he wonders why he's being sued. And we're going to get to the part where he confirms that it's you he's talking about. Wait till you hear who he claims the higher up is. So this was a comment that showed up on a podcast that was talking about this video. I had did a hashtag up Church Kylie looking for raunchy comments from Crack Squad. Just trying to help any way I can. I want to see these people be held accountable. That's you, Crack Squad, I'm talking about. I want to see you and your cult leader be held accountable for what you do to people. Not just involving this case, but what you do to anyone that Ryan says a word about, then you go attack them. And it's relentless and you never quit. We are a year past this and you are still slandering and stalking and bothering a girl who had absolutely nothing to do with this, didn't do anything wrong, but just share a video she made at a public park on a podcast while Ryan Upchurch was tripping balls. But yeah, here's where he says it's you. Okay, so he says, I will voluntarily take a lie detector test. Doug came to my house. I have 7 witnesses, and 3 of the witnesses being longtime military. And that is the security guards are like the world's, they're like super ninjas and shit, right? And one of the names he gave me, talking about you, involves someone getting attacked with a hammer on the news just shortly after. Well, what happened 2 weeks after that? Oh, don't we know? Don't we know what happened 2 weeks after that? And just getting you a little bit closer up to what he said there, and the comments from Crack Squad. This is what happened shortly after. Paul Pelosi, Nancy Pelosi's husband, was attacked with a hammer. So let's go back, Crack Squad. This is for you, Wade Deaver. This is for you, Rusty Truck. This is for you, Captain Kurt. This is for all you simps making excuses and defending this idiot. Let's back it up. What did he say? What did he say in that comment right there, Crack Squad? He says he'll take a lie detector test that Doug came to his house and suggested that Paul Pelosi was involved in the demise of this girl who was in a car accident a year ago. He's still trying to claim that his donations had something to do with her recovery, but yet he won't come to the realization she was recovered. We all know his donation was just dumb. He threw money at you guys like an idiot. You guys were already on your way there, already going to search that lake, and we're already going to find her with or without his stupid attention-seeking donation. And and this is what he's claiming, okay? He's claiming that he gave Jared $100,000 cash and gave you a Hellcat. I mean, if you could confirm any of that, a lot of people would probably appreciate it. But Doug, did you go to Ryan's house and tell him you were afraid because Paul Pelosi was involved in trafficking Kylie Rodney, girl that died in an auto accident? Let's listen to the rest of the nonsense.
It's not a thing.
What do you hear?
Now,
This stupid stuff.
the family that I put up $200,000 to find their daughter is like, hey, we're suing you for defamation of character. Defamation of character? Huh? So there you go. I don't know what the fuck that means. I know it's fucking creepy and weird.
This simpleton thinks they mean character like actor in a movie, character like drawing in a cartoon. He doesn't understand that the word character, when used in that context, means your likeness, your brand, your credibility, your persona. Crack Squad, this is your cult leader that you take life advice from. The millionaire who has the most miserable home life of anybody we know because he can't maintain relationships for more than a month or two unless it's people he's throwing expensive gifts at. And he doesn't know that character means someone's persona, someone's image, not just an actor in a movie. Listen to the rest of this nonsense.
And it's like, what do you think after that? A normal person is like, wait a minute. Was this all bullshit? Was this like entertainment? Was this like some kind of fucked up?
Because the lawsuit says character, defamation of her character, he thinks that means it was all an act because characters act in a movie. If this wasn't so pathetic. Oh, I don't know, man. I don't know if this is an act. Surely he's not that dumb. But it sure seems like it. So we went from Xana May, just some girl that lives near Truckee, California, who took her dog and her kayak out to Prosser Lake and kayaked on the completely different side of the lake for a minute and made a video, just kind of, and then went to a campground where she saw a movie on Snapchat of a Mexican family having a cookout. And she said, wow, I'd like to find that picnic area. And she kayaked to where she thought it was and checked it out. And that was her little video she made. And because of that, she was accused of hurting this girl, trafficking her, along with Mal. And now it's left that, okay, he slandered this girl, female war veteran, for, going on a year now, accusing her of being a human trafficker and all kind of other crap. He did the same thing to Mal. Now it's Paul Pelosi. And I just want to know how long Xana May and Mal have been partners with Doug and Paul Pelosi in this trafficking thing for a girl that was in an auto accident. And we all know his stupid donation didn't have one single thing to do with finding this girl. It was just him being stupid, throwing money away like a dumbass.
Entertainment or some kind of criminal operation? What the fuck was this? I have a theory.
So there you go again. Once again, the Rodney family files a suit on this simpleton saying, you are slandering our child's character. And you're going to stop. We're going to sue you. And this is how he responds. So I don't know what you mean by character, man. Was this all like a movie or something? Because Doug told me that he was afraid because Paul Pelosi, a higher up, was involved.
With pretty valid points behind it. But I had to make this video so everyone understands what this is, so everyone understands the timeline.
Oh, our breath.
So everybody is just on the same page. Because, see, that's the thing. They purposely make it perplexed enough and complicated to where it sounds confusing.
Well, I imagine it is complicated when you don't know the meaning of the word character when used in the context it was used in that lawsuit. I guess it is confusing to somebody that dumb. Man, I made the video. You're aware of what he's saying now, Doug. Maybe you want to set the record straight. Maybe you don't. I'm struggling with this whole story about the car, you coming to his house, telling him Paul Pelosi, a higher up, is involved. I don't believe any of it. So, Crack Squad, good luck defending this. Just, I don't know what else to say. You guys can try, but you're just going to look like fools. There's no defending this, dude. You can't defend this. There's no way you can defend it.